So smell test, smell test. What do you think?
Oh, dude, I'm smelling that maple, bro.
I
That's
don't smell
kind of crazy.
shit. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of scary. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Stout and Lager. As always, I'm Stout and I'm here with Lager. Lager, what's up?
Hello, dude. How you doing? Nice to see you. In your
I'm chilling. Chilleando. Yeah, I'm rushing at you. I'm getting closer. Getting closer. But what's up? What's up? We're back with another episode. What are we doing today? We're doing a fun special.
Yeah, we rarely, not rarely, but like sometimes usually me saying what we're gonna do. But today you said you want to do a stout.
Yeah. I feel like usually it's a lot easier to get lagers and like, you know, because there's so many different types of lagers. And they're more like widely accepted. Like I feel like you either like stouts or you don't. So generally I feel like there's less of options for that. But a bit ago when we were getting some beers for previous episodes, I went to our non-sponsor that should really sponsor us considering how much we've gone to their Total Wine.
Yeah, totally.
And I got an oyster stout, which I will be drinking later in the episode. So when I got that, I was like, okay, I'm going to try and see if I can get some other stouts to drink. And that's how we ended up on a stout special.
Oh yeah. So what we're drinking
I'm drinking one. I guess we both have two beers. The ones that we're drinking right now is Dragon's Milk.
Yeah.
And then, like I mentioned, I have an oyster stout that'll be later. Hopefully, after the Dragon's Milk hits me a little. And Lager has a different one, right? You have which one do you have?
So it's kind of funny. It's a Funky Buddha coffee bacon stout. It's like a supposedly maple bacon flavored, and it's made by Funky Buddha, which is a very local Florida brewery. Just like I think yours is like, I don't know, more on the West Coast, right?
Yes. The oyster one is the Seattle brewery. Yeah.
No wonder.
It's like a local one.
Couldn't find it because I really couldn't.
Yeah, I generally I feel like when the ones that I find in what's it called? The ones that I find are like there's like Pacific Northwest ones, but Total Wine usually has beers that are available most places. Usually we don't have a problem finding them together, but that makes sense. When you said that you couldn't find it, I was looking up for like just to see information on the beer, and I saw that it was a Seattle one, so I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think like it's on the left coast. Maybe there's like a Michigan, this have it maybe, but okay. But I'm opening my Dragon's Milk.
Yes. So this beer has a lot of history for me. I don't know if it has much with you. So the first time that I had this beer was from my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law likes dark beers. At least he used to. He doesn't really drink anymore because he has gastritis. But yeah, I opened it. Let me take a sip. Yeah, for real. First sip.
Okay.
I like that. That's as good as I remember it.
Wow. That's okay. That's on the stronger side, flavor-wise. And
it's very like coffee. roasted coffee forward.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It is.
So the history of this beer. So yeah, my brother-in-law first got it and he was like, dude, it's great, you should try it. So then I got it and I drank some of it. It was great, but it was 11%. And this was back when the only beer I drank was like Corona. So Corona's usually like 6%. 11%'s, that's almost double it. No,
when you were my acolyte.
5, right? It's like 5 point something. So it's essentially about double the Corona.
It's like 4.5.
Oh, even more than. I thought it was like 6. But yeah, generally beers are 4 to 6, so 11 for a beer is pretty high. But I had that. Then there was this one time at a party, I don't know if you remember, that I was being a menace. And I was trying to get one of the homies to chug the beer. Because I didn't know it was like a super strong one. Yeah. And then they were like, it was one at our place.
I probably wasn't there.
I think you were there.
Was it in 20? No, it was after 2020.
I don't know.
But
I think it might have been after 2020.
So you peer pressured this guy
essentially. But so I'm not a total asshole because he was like he looked at it and he was like, dude, this is 11%. Fuck no, I'm not gonna do that. And I was like, okay, I'll do it with you. And he was like, damn, you got me. Let's do it. And he did it. He's chugged it, and he threw it up. So, I didn't, but yeah.
Wait,
bunch of stories with this so far.
How far did he got?
I don't remember, but it was pretty late in the night, and I don't think it was like while he was drinking it that he threw up. I think it was just like the mix of that with all the alcohol did not go well with him, and then later in the night he threw up. But
later in the that's okay.
Crazy stories. I've been around this beer for a couple of times, and I was actually intrigued to have it, considering that we've had a lot more beers, and I feel like I could taste a lot of the flavors more.
Yeah, I think that first sip, it was full forward, the coffee roast, and bitterness. But now, as you start sipping it along, it kind of turns into more sweeter, I think, in my mouth. Like, I don't know. You get more used to it, but then the flavor starts softening for that. So I'm liking it so far. Yeah, it's good. It's actually, I feel like it's not my first time drinking them because I know you had them at your apartment.
Yeah, I've introduced this beer to a lot of people.
Yeah,
like it wasn't probably just I had it in there or at some point.
If it was in the province, I think.
Yeah, that's where the party was.
So I think you were there. I don't remember any parties there.
You think so?
In the province, but I guess the definition probably
we didn't really do too many there.
It was just
it was more like us and getting with us. It wasn't like a bunch of people there.
I always remember the Super Bowl spicy wings challenge.
Yeah, those wings had you fucking tweaking.
Dude, the second sauce had me eye twitching and high, bro.
I want to do that shit this year.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I forgot about. Oh yeah, dude, I have a bunch of updates. Holy shit, I forgot. So speaking on the topics of updates, okay. Gonna try kind of a new format. Gonna go through like highlights, of what we've been up to. Condensed. So yeah, in the meantime, a couple of updates. So the big one that I would just mention that I was just thinking about, we got a new TV. We actually got a new TV. We finally upgraded my TV that I had from 2019.
Oh, shit.
We got a Sony.
That's big.
It's really big.
A Sony. Yeah. Wow.
It's
how many inches?
65.
Damn, that's 69.
Fucking huge. Yeah, dude. So I was on a Reddit. This is called HD or Home Theater TV Guide or something like that. And they have like a in-depth guide of like how far your couch is from where your TV is going to be, like how big it should be. And they recommend the 65. And I feel like it looks a little big, but I think it's just because we don't have that much stuff like on the wall and around it.
No, yeah. It's very barren.
It looks fucking cool. So Super Bowl party next year. What's up?
Hey, I'll be down to fly there.
It'll be fucking fun. Get some wings. Have some more hot sauce. A bunch of beer. Maybe we'll finally get a keg.
What do you think? Real quick, Super Bowl prediction. Who's gonna be there? I want it to be the Lions versus, I don't know, maybe the Texans. That'd be fun.
I want it to be the Seahawks, of course.
Oh, well,
yeah. Aside from that, I feel like the Ravens might be fun, right? Ravens are AFC and Seahawks are NFC, right?
The thing is, I feel like for me, it was like Ravens had their chance last year. I feel like Houston's are like on the up and coming right now with CJ Stroud like destroying. So I'm like, that's like my fun.
Who's the team that has like a super deep quarterback roster now?
Steelers,
like because I know someone picked like Justin Fields and someone else, right?
Russell Wilson they're both in Steelers, and I think, and it's so funny. Atlanta, they got a new QB. I think it's while having Kirk Cousins. And it's just insane how many people drafted QBs this year. Like, that already kind of like traded for a QB. They're doing a thing where like...
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, but... Yeah. What else? What other highlights you have?
Yeah, I got distracted. But yeah. So that was one of the ones. This is more of like what we've been up to. So, last weekend... No, it was 2 weekends ago? I don't know.
Just doesn't matter.
Yeah, at a certain Saturday before today, we went to a tea party. It actually was last weekend. No, it was 2 weekends ago.
A tea party.
Yeah. 2 weekends ago, we went to a tea party with one of Sour's coworkers.
Okay, what's a tea party?
She's British, and she hosted a tea party on her. It's like a farm, low key. She's British. She has good tea, and she had a bunch of freaking fire snacks. This is my first time going to a tea party. I genuinely didn't know like what to expect. Thought it was gonna be like, you know, like the posh thing where you just like sit around and there's a bunch of like there's like a platter of like snacks and tea, but it was more low key. We pulled up. She made us some tea, some Yorkshire Gold, just some expensive ass tea, apparently. But it was really fun. She had horses on her like area, and she was really nice. And I talked with a bunch of like Sour's coworkers, kind of.
These were the same ones that you guys went to that cabin, right?
No, this is a different group. So I think the lady, the British lady who hosted the tea party, she either used to manage Sour's team or she like was adjacent somewhere. So it's all on like the same team. Like overall, they just might not be direct reports to her. But some of the people that went were direct reports to her, and some of the people that went were just like more coworkers towards Sour. So it was fun. Okay. Fun group. I tried tea with milk. That was interesting.
Did you like it at all or what?
Yeah, I just felt like I was drinking coffee. Like,
okay. Right.
I think it was just, you know, because I feel like coffee's an acquired taste. And recently we've been on our coffee grind, just drinking a bunch of coffee. But that was just really easy to drink. You know, coffee or tea, milk. I don't remember if you put sugar. I just had to make it how she would make it for herself. It was yummy. And there was a bunch of snacks. Okay. And we talked about a bunch of shit. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, what was the vibe there? Like, it was like, what kind of coffee?
It was kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. So at first, when we pulled up, there was like 2 other people there, and Sour knew one of them. She was like, I think the one that she knew was a person that was on her team, because apparently the whole thing behind these tea parties is that they're like legendary. She's been having them for like the past like 10 years, and she always invites different groups.
Really.
So Sour managed to get an invite. But,
that's awesome.
So at first it was like it was a smaller group, so we were just talking, and then like more and more people started coming up, and we ended up just making a fucking kumbaya circle. Like it was a huge circle of like 10 to 15 people, and we just kept on expanding it as more people came up, and it was kind of weird because there was like conversations happening amongst ourselves, but then we'd get quiet and then just start talking together. Yeah. And it was like a little bit weird, but it was fun.
Why do you feel like it was weird? It's like the silences that came, and then
I think the circle just made it weird, because the way that she originally had it is that she had like little like coffee tables.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then she had like a bench, and she had a what is that called? A swing bench, I guess.
A swing bench. This is outside, right?
It looks like a couch. Yeah. It was all outside.
And then so this is something that I've been thinking about, or I thought about before. It was like, it's always awkward when the group gets too big for everyone to be joining on the conversation. I've had this happen so many times where like it's bigger than a get together where everyone can be in on it, but it's not big enough for a party. So you kind of like aware of everybody, but it's like such a weird, you know, middle ground where like is. Because like the big circle is just, I don't know, it just feels awkward sometimes when you have to do a big circle and try to talk to everybody. Anyone trying to join in. And I think it needed to probably separate into little groups. Probably
that's what ended up happening. Like there was like sub conversations that were happening when like there wasn't a big like everyone in the same conversation, but it felt a lot less natural just because it was a huge circle.
Yeah,
and instead of like being like little clusters, it was just one big cluster. So the conversations that came up were a lot like, I don't know, just felt more intentional, I guess.
Yeah,
but okay. I mean, it was fun. But that same day, actually, I was like, when we were on the way, I was like, should we stop by and get like some beer? Because like I'm so used to like, you know, you go to like a social function, you know, you bring your own beer, 6-pack, 12-pack, or whatever, like BYOB. But then I was like, no, this is gonna be tea with alcohol. Doesn't really sound like a good mix, unless it's like an Arnold Palmer, like a spiked Arnold Palmer. I don't know.
Or like
that's more iced tea.
Yeah. No, I think that's good call, right? That's crazy. Well, what else you guys do?
Oh, so that same day, actually, we actually hung out with Absinthe and IPA. And we hung out for Absinthe's birthday. It was her birthday 2 weeks ago.
Yo.
Holy
turning
shit,
what,
man.
26, 27?
But it's already May 20th. That's wild.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
This year's going crazy.
Yeah. I think she's turning 26. She's either turning 26 or 27. I want to say pretty bad with most of our friends. But
okay, man. What you guys
we went to dinner. We went to Bahama Breeze. The one Bahama Breeze that there was here.
That's funny.
It was a little bit rough, I'm not gonna lie, because they were like super slow.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't like I'm just bitching that it's slow. It was like the server came up to us and he was like, "I'm sorry it's taking so long. The chefs have been messing this stuff up." So it was like a mess.
But were you guys able to at least get drinks in a timely manner?
Yes, the drinks were coming fine. I got a Bahama Rita. That's the go-to drink every time I go there. It's a Bahama Mama / margarita / just yummy. It's a frozen drink. And then I had a couple of beers. And then we went to round one. Had some good food, went to round one. Do you know what round one is?
I feel like I should know it, but like I feel like
Japanese Dave and Buster's low key.
Oh, maybe
it's
not.
Just the claw machines.
Oh,
they have a lot of like the claw machines, and they have like games too.
No, do you guys got any cool prizes?
Yes, I have an Anya that I have on my desk.
Bro,
she kind of looks dopey, though, I'm not gonna lie. And then I ended up getting sour so there was this one like kitty thing that I was trying to get sour, but it was a bigger one, and we failed a bunch of times. And then we were like, let's not waste all of our coins here. And then not our coins, but like our, like the cards that you get.
Yeah.
Dave and Buster style. But yeah, so I was like, let's not waste all of our coins here. And then we went to like, they have like big claw machines, and they have like little ones where it's like keychain items. So they had one of those, and I got her one of those.
Okay.
But it was fun. We played some Dance Dance Revolution. Freaking IPA and sour were freaking killing it.
I think they're cool people. That I think they're the ones that really spend their time on these kind of weeb stuff.
They're like crazy good at the machines.
Yeah.
Like every time we go, they pull up.
Yeah.
They have the trick, dude. So you know how it's so the claw's like it's 3 prongs essentially. So do you get what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Like the claw only has three things to grab, and it's like kind of like in a triangle shape.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. It's like a claw with three prongs essentially. But if you spin the Joy-Con that moves it around, you can move the claw. That blew my mind. I don't know why that blew my mind so much, but it's like super like that's like tech. Like that's like claw game strategy. So yeah, that was really fun. We played. I got an Anya. Sour got a kitty on her keychain.
Let's go.
And that was that. We hung out and talked after a little bit. It was fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun, dude.
Yep.
What else?
I think it was actually the day after that. We went to an escape room with some friends from the pub league that we joined.
Hey, dude.
Escape rooms are super fun. This is the first escape room I've done since like 2017. And this one was crazy.
No,
let me paint the picture for you. So we pull up. We drove to like a little bit south of like main Seattle, I guess. So it wasn't like in the city, but it was still like pretty much the city. So we pull up. It was like a group of like 5 or 6 of us, and we go in, and I didn't even know what room we were doing, but we get there, and it's supposed to be a morgue. So
that's creepy.
Yeah. So the first, I guess, part that should have been a hint is that the place that we were doing it is right next to a place that does a haunted house every year. It's called Georgetown Morgue or something like that. So we did the escape room. We pull up and we go into a room, and there's like a video that they do before they let us in. And it's like this like creepy old dude who's like, "Oh, I'm very happy you have accepted our job as morgue assistants, blah blah blah. Like we're gonna help." And it's like a little demented. The video's demented. Like it looks like it like cuts to him like laughing creepily while he's talking about it. And he's like, "Go inside, put on an apron, and you'll be good." So we go inside, we put on our aprons. And
almost sounds like snaps, like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like,
yeah, dude, it was a little creepy.
Kind of just like you get a employee video, like training video,
but yeah,
or recording.
Yeah, it was fucking. It basically was that. That's what it was. And then we go inside and then we start trying to figure it out. There's a bunch of puzzles. I won't go into too much detail of the puzzles. Because it's semantics, but the highlights of it were it was 3 rooms, which was fucking dope. The one that I did in the past was only 1 room, and every room was locked by like a key code. So the first room you came into, that was just it. We figured out the code and we went into the second room, and it's a morgue. So there's a body in the middle of the room inside a body bag, and we had to open the body bag to get a clue off of the body. It was creepy.
It's
and
creepy,
then another part of it was there was funny. Like the the little like freezers that they keep the bodies in the morgue, where it's like there's like a door and you open, and then like there's like a where the bodies lay and you could pull it out type thing. So there was locks on it, and we eventually found the key, and that gave us the locks to unlock the locks. So we were doing that, and I was freaking out because I swore the body was moving, and it was creepy, but it was fun. Then there was the third room. Third room had like a whole nother puzzle. It was really fun. I want to go back low key to do another one, but it was really dope.
Was it like how many to the room? Right, it was like 5 or 6.
I don't know if there's a cap, but I think we did like 5 or 6. We did 2.
The whole
we did
group
6.
Or
it was
split.
No, we were all able to go together.
Okay, that's good. That's fun, dude.
It was really fun. I want to do more escape rooms, low-key.
I think last experience literally with escape room was around that like time, like 2018, right, during college, because that was the fad, right, back then.
Yeah, when they first started becoming popular.
Yeah, I will always remember, because is this one that's right off Bears Avenue with 30th Street? Wait, fuck, I don't remember. No, Bears Avenue and 30th Street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that junction, right? Does that make sense? No.
Yeah.
Is that junction where's that Irish bar? I think there was an Irish bar there. I think.
Is it the one where they had the Irish bar that we went to?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And there's that place. I went with this Kami Asian girl and her friends.
Yes.
And,
I understand. Okay. I understand.
Yeah, they're friends. And then I always remember because like the video that they showed us, because it was I don't know, you're lost in a island and you have to like find some explorers' clues to find the treasure or some shit like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this dude who was a villain was wearing legitimately his costume was a Kirito jacket. Trench coat.
This guy
cosplay, and I'm looking at it. Oh my god, that's a Kirito fucking trench coat. It's I don't know. It felt so, not say cringe, but like it was like, oh my god. But
that's funny.
No, yeah, it was funny. Like, cause like literally, it was like, all right, it was like, all right, dude, we're gonna do this video. Do you have a black trench coat that you can use? I'm like, yes. And then they used the Kirito one, and then I don't know. It just felt so, I don't know, like YouTube, like old YouTube kind of thing, where like you just put on whatever, and I don't know. I just somehow I recognized it.
That's funny.
Yeah,
dude. I don't know. I think we should do escape rooms more. I think that's my general my. The moral of the story. Yep. Do escape room. If you have some homies, hit them up. They have small ones. They have bigger ones. They're fun.
I think so.
Those are the quickest hour, low key.
Do you think anybody in any age can do it?
I think so. Maybe not scary ones like that, because that one might have been a little bit too intense for little kids. Because it was a fucking creepy, man. It was creeping me out. Yeah. I'm a fucking 25-year-old, 24, almost 25-year-old man, and this scared the fuck out of me.
All right,
hey man. That was pretty much it. I mean, the only other thing is they're not really as much talking points, but I remember a bit ago I mentioned how I reached plat, and I said that I was going to give you an update because I was terrified to play. So I've been playing a couple of games. I haven't really been playing that much because now that I reached plat, I'm like kind of like what, like, I don't know. I think I need to reset and like give myself another goal, because I think that was my goal, to like get out of gold. Yeah. But I'm mid plat 2, so I was able to get from plat 1 to plat 2, and I'm halfway through that. So I've been climbing. Yeah. And on that note, I actually got a monitor. I got a good like refresh rate monitor, so I think that's been helping as well. Helping. Right. Wow.
Everything matters. Everything.
Yeah,
matters.
Dude. It's been lit. But yeah. What about you? Any highlights for you?
Not much. Just like I was able to like catch up with my friend of vegan. No, she's not vegan. I actually don't know what to say.
Tejas?
No, I really don't remember. You know what? I'm gonna give her. I'll give her White Claw, because Cervecitas' girlfriend is sangria now. So I'll give her White Claw because the most benign. She doesn't really drink alcohol, but yeah. Anyway, she's remember her from high school.
Okay.
No, yeah, we went to a cafe and at freaking 9 a.m. because she's getting wild. Her stuff is wild, dude. She has to deal with her parents like meddling with her romantic life, right? And that's just whole thing with Indians. Is
she? Oh, I was gonna say, is she of color? Usually, that's a colored like struggle.
Like the one thing that just doesn't make sense, because we talked about it, is like it really doesn't make sense, like because apparently over there's a caste system that still works somehow.
Very much so, yeah.
And it is the most backwards thing I've ever heard, because like I can understand if the guy that she's together with it's not economic stable. Like I get that fear as a parent, but because the societal requirement that like you have to either marry with your caste or above, that, and if you don't do that, you get shunned, or like you get socially affected as a whole family because of that. It's the most backwards thing I've ever heard, and
it just really makes crazy.
It just makes it question. Intense. Yeah, it just makes it question the whole line between like respect the culture, but at the same time, can you really respect a culture that does stuff like that? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like it's all questionable, but
it's all questionable.
It is very intense. I also have homies that have dealt with that and have heard of like them dealing with that, and it's crazy because it's like a little bit of like borderline racism / prejudice.
It is,
because it's not like you're yourself. Not being racist because you're the same race. I guess it's more classist. I don't know.
Classist.
I don't know what the right terminology would be, but it's sad. It's sad that it's still like that in some places.
The thing that she was telling me, that like the code caste system was a construct of the British, and of the people who were
Brits,
colonized,
imperialists.
Like, essentially, like it's literally. I hate how the imperialists literally came in, fucked everything up, created systems, and made them literally be against their own selves. And it's just the most smartest and most decrepit thing that they could have done. Is just, I don't know, turn a whole country against themselves and input this all this. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but that's that. And yeah. All right, with that, some of the highlights from our week.
Yes.
That's kind of crazy. There's some crazy things that you did, man.
Had some fun.
Yeah. For now, we had some fun with some weird beers are as weird as I can do. So you're drinking the
oyster stout, Ghost Fish Brewing.
Okay. And then I'm doing the Funky Buddha Maple Bacon Coffee Porter. Let's open it up.
Yep. Clink clank. So smell test. What do you think?
Oh, dude, I'm smelling that maple, bro.
I don't smell shit. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of scary. I've heard that oyster beers are fucking gross.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Clink into the mic.
Interesting. I think the smell is crazy, like maple.
I don't know.
And
I don't feel like that doesn't smell like shit. It didn't smell or taste like shit.
Crazy.
That sounds good. I want to trade you.
Want to trade you? Isn't that salty or just some saltiness to it?
Well, honestly, I don't think I've ever had oysters, so I can't really tell you if it tastes like oysters or not. I just thought it was gonna be gross, so I got it for content, you know.
So, wait,
yuck! So
we'll talk about it later. But for now, we have a beer of the week.
Yes, for Dragon's Milk. So this fine beer is 11%, and it's, as I said, it has some. Excuse me, sorry, I didn't want to burp into the mic. It has somewhat of a backstory to me. I've had it many times.
Yeah.
But learning about the backstory of this beer itself, this beer actually started in around, I think, 2005. So
it's super new.
Yeah, it's pretty new. Almost 20 years next year, I guess. But they really focus on aging stuff in oak barrels and a little bit of I guess backstory on like Dragon's Milk and like these types of stuff is they're like, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be like back in like the Vikings day type shit. It's like the extra like it's I don't know. I'm tripping. It's supposed to be like the Vikings and stuff, like celebrating a major accomplishment type thing. So like that's what Dragon's Milk used to be called. I'm pretty sure. Like there were like strong beers that were like aged and to like celebrate something.
Maybe like slaying something.
Yeah.
Slaying.
Yeah, as the Steward's Legend of Dragon's Milk. Yep. So Dragon's Milk is that kind of like thing. But this beer has notes of coffee, vanilla, chocolate, and oak because it is an bourbon barrel aged stout.
Yeah, I love bourbon barrel.
Yeah. So Dragon's Milk is the term used to describe potent ales that were bestowed in the celebration of the end of a journey. So yeah, that's what I was trying to fucking say, but this shit was fucking hidden under a essay of text.
It's too
much text after an 11% beer.
Oh yeah, that is an 11% beer. That's kind of crazy.
But yeah, so this is like their flagship, I believe. One of their flagship beers are available year round. I've seen this everywhere. It's available down south, across the country where we are. So very, I guess well received beer because on their website they say that it is the #1 selling American made stout. I don't think that Beer, what was it? Beer Advocate? I don't think Beer Advocate agrees with that, but it's on their website. So I'll give them maybe like 50% credibility.
Maybe. That's kind of funny. I feel like I feel that though. Like everyone has to say it, but so they're categorizing as American Imperial Stout. No wonder, because Imperial just means it's double,
extra strong,
extra strong. Yeah, but yeah, American Stout.
But yeah, they actually have. So they make the beers. They make the Imperial Stout, bourbon barrel aged stout, as you mentioned, a bourbon barrel aged red ale, and a bourbon barrel aged golden ale. All of them are 11%. All of them are bourbon ale. They're very focused on that bourbon aged like taste. And a little bit of a fun fact that I kind of want to do low key. Maybe one day we'll do this. But they have Dragon's Milk Triple Mash. And this is a super exclusive once a year batch. It's a extremely limited once a year batch. But it's essentially aged for a year in bourbon barrels. And it's like Dragon's Milk, but more like strong flavors, I'm assuming. It says vanilla, chocolate, oak, and malty. It's aged more. And it is 18.7%.
Oh, what? Mm-hmm. Bro, that's kind of crazy. Because this felt very strong already.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. You know what? I freaking respect them for doing such a product.
Yeah, because they say that the flavors of like the original are amplified in a way that still allows for balance and refinement to shine. So that sounds like something interesting, bro. Dude, I could get so it's a little bit expensive because it, like they said, it's high percentage and it is a limited release that's only one times a year.
Yeah,
but it's $25 for a 4-pack. which isn't very far from the like
is it around this time?
I don't know. I think they might just have like it on backstock, maybe.
Maybe backstock until it rents out for this year, essentially.
Yeah, because I think this one. I don't think this is one that they like. What is it called? I don't think it's one that's like shelved, like in like grocery stores. Like I think it's like one that you have to look for type thing.
You have to like order, like I think it's direct ship.
Yeah.
But hey, that's interesting. Hey, dude, comment down below if you guys want us to do this. Maybe on one of the times that we're together. Maybe we could do that for that. Like, you know, honestly, so that we don't have to pay for a $25 beer.
Two beers that are 20% probably will get us there. So
that's crazy. Actually, 18%. That's kind of wild. But for Dragon's Milk,
what do you think? Thinking on the taste.
So it's like it's sweet. So now that I drank like whole wine, it feels sweeter than initially. But you're gonna have the experience of like it's the bitterness, like so frontal at first, right? It's very roasted, but then as you drink the second sip, the third sip, it starts to turn into like sweet vanilla made chocolate, and it still retains, despite you drinking more of it, it still retains a strongness factor to it because of the aging, right? In bourbon barrels. I feel like it. Like I think some beers, when you drink a lot of them, it loses the strength in the taste, right? This I think keeps that strength. Like even though it's not as bitter, you can definitely this is like an alcohol. This is like a beer. Like
I feel like the flavor of the oak barrel is really deep, and I don't know because I feel like that beer, the first sip that I had compared to the last sip that I had after sitting for a while, it didn't have like the burn that, you know, because some beers like once they sit for a while and they get warm, like it doesn't taste good. But that one just kind of, it held the same taste throughout. If I, you know, just had opened it from the freezer or just had, you know, having my final sip. What did you think? Did you feel that as well?
Yeah. I remember my final sip. It was very like, it wasn't stale. It was just like you feel the aging, like the not the whiskey, but like it just it stayed with it. Yeah, it still was strong, but it wasn't as bitter. It's just a muted, bittersweet. You know, like I think that's how it was for me. I think that's actually really good for to feel this way for 11. Like this does taste better than an IPA. If I can be honest,
honestly,
like an IPA of the same range.
When I say that I like stouts, this is what I imagine, because it's not sweet, it's strong, and it's not, because there's some beers like I went to one of the breweries around here, and I think I sent you a picture of the glass that I got, and it was like a 15% ale or 15%. It was like a dark beer, but it was like a whiskey barrel aged one. And that one just tastes like straight alcohol.
Wow.
But this one has the depth of the alcohol percentage. Like you taste that it's a strong beer, but it doesn't just taste like alcohol. It doesn't have the sweetness that I don't really like, because I don't like too sweet beers, which sometimes stouts and porters are associated to. It's a solid beer all around for me.
It does. I think let me check my beer rating.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna rate it a good. The thing is, you know what's really, the thing is, for it to be 11 and taste this is just something I appreciate a lot. Would I like it more than the Paulaner Salvatore though? I feel that's a big one. I don't know.
Yeah, Paulaner Salvatore had a really good rating. That was a solid beer.
That was a solid beer. I think I'm gonna give this 8.5.
8.5. Oh, that's a solid rating.
Because I legitimately, like, besides the first sip, it's been a really enjoyable drink, especially when it's cold. And even when it's warm, it was like a nice after taste. So yeah, 8.5. 8.5. Toothless.
Toothless? Oh, the boy.
The boy.
Oh man, that's a good movie.
It is.
So for me, as I said, phenomenal beer. It has history. It has the percentage behind it. It has everything I need. And for that reason, I'm gonna have to give it a 9.5.
Whoa. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, man. Solid freaking beer. It is.
I saw what you did there.
Yeah. It's everything that I want in a stout.
Okay.
Except the price. Just because since it's the higher one and it's a 4-pack, it's a little expensive. But it's fucking good. For me, it was... So the original price was $16.99, but it was on sale for $2 off. So it was $14.99.
I think for mine was $12.
Okay.
I mean, I guess 12 for 4 though, but like it's 11%, dude. It's
yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. It's hard to like fight against it, but if I could get a 6-pack for that price, I'd be happy. You
want to fight for it? No,
yeah, man. I want more beer. I want more of the dragon smoke. But yeah, I didn't say what I was rating. He said toothless. I'm gonna say 9.5 Thorfins out of 10. And on that note,
that's fun. That's funny.
That's the next topic. Right. Talk to me about it. So for those who don't know,
oh wow,
Thorfinn. I threw you the ball. I alley-ooped you, and you walked away from the ball. But for those who don't know,
I did it. I was just sipping the ball. I was just like tasting it. I was drinking the funky.
You're sipping the ball. But yeah, for those who don't know, Thorfinn is a character on the sitcom Ghosts, which can be confused for the British sitcom that I think it was originally made, and then they made an American version of it. No, I've only watched the American version.
I'm very tempted to watch it, but like the things I heard from the Reddit is like it's like more darker British comedy, like and it's not as whimsical as this Ghost is, which I feel like the main selling point for me is the whimsicalness of the ghosts. Like finding closure, emotional growth. I think that's something very important for me. I feel like that's why I like Ghost so much right now, because it's such a good feel-good show in some ways, you know?
Yeah.
But that doesn't stop me from being mad at it, though. I'm not gonna be honest. There's plot holes, or there's like things that makes me like. So I finally finished watching it. We talked about it last week. That I started it. I was at season 1 last week, but now I finished it. So I'm ready to talk all about it.
Yeah, dude, that shit is good.
Can I just say? Can you just go through my list of gripes a little bit? Not to like
talk to me because I have some stuff that I think I've already kind of mentioned. So we could level and see how we both feel about it.
Yeah. So season 2, I think the most insane thing to me that ever happened was the whole what's her name, Brea, like Jay's sister, and that simp of a guy who is so insane that. So to give context, Brea was Jay's sister, who goes kind of. Can we say spoilers? Yeah.
I mean, spoiler note. Spoilers. If you have not watched Ghosts, skip ahead.
Yeah. Brea was in previous time. She was essentially texting Trevor, who was the Wolf of Wall Street ghost, and they were texting. They got into it, and then she finds out the ghost. But now this year, she comes with this guy. I don't remember his name because I really hated him. If I'm gonna be honest, I hated both of them. She comes with this guy who is the biggest simp ever. He's the most nice guy energy you ever heard, right? Mm-hmm. He does everything for her. She doesn't like him because she likes bad boys or crazy guys, which is insane to me still, but whatever. And they do this whole thing where the ghost tell Brea that to tell this guy to let Trevor possess him, because apparently possessing is a thing, right?
Yep.
So that Trevor and Brea can have fucking sex together.
Yeah, it's complicated. That's kind of crazy.
It just insane to me that he's both say yes, because.
Well, my thing is do you think that he remembers it even though he wasn't technically mentally present? Because the way that the show portrays it is that when you are possessed, you switch. It's kind of like having like multiple, like, you know how some people have the multiple personalities disorder where they don't remember what their other personalities do. So it's your body doing stuff. So if he comes back to his body, will he have remembered having sex with her? Because at the end of the day, he is obsessed with her. He is simping hard for her. So I think that maybe his logic is like, I will be having sex with her, even if it isn't me, type of a thing.
I mean, I don't think he would remember it as closely as you would if you were the one driving the body. But like, I think from Jay's perspective he was aware of things.
He's like on the back seat, as opposed,
essentially. So I don't think he would remember how it feels, if anything. But like, I just hate it. Like, I feel like everyone involved was just insane, and like Jay, who I love Jay, I still love Jay. Like Jay was fucking, not say peer pressure, but like fucking, I don't know how you say, gaslit into letting this happen. And then what happens? He fucking dies, the simp. And it's like, you guys are literally endangering human beings to do insane shit for ghosts. I don't know.
That's my gripe, bro. I am like, I genuinely, like, so I think my first thing is like, I don't like how Sam treats Jay.
I feel like noticing it, because
like,
we just saw
simping for these ghosts, and like the fact that
you're right.
Spoiler alert again. We're probably gonna be talking about spoilers, but the fact that the fucking ghost, she gave half of the money to a fucking ghost from the stocks thing that happened, like, and he was like, they don't exist. It doesn't matter. Like, I feel so bad that he is like, because like for me, when I watch these shits, I'm like, I try to imagine myself in this scenario, and I know that I would be so frustrated if my partner was siding with like ghosts or like, you know, like
invincible people that to you,
invisible people, your husband or your wife. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's rough. It's rough. It's a good show. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love it. Season 3, I think was great. So I think my TLDR for this series is the first season is introducing all of the ghosts and all of the main characters,
like what their circumstances were. I mean, it's roughly like their main.
They're just introducing characters and introducing supporting characters, main characters, kind of getting that dynamic. Second season, plot's thickening a little bit. Stuff starts happening. Yeah. And then the third season was a little bit of a blue ball scenario. Like it was fucking. It was good. It was going good. And then it just ended out of nowhere. You gave me the context.
I
didn't know why. Yeah, you told me.
It's because of when we were filming this. It was during the Writers Guild strikes that that was happening, where writers were striking out against like Hollywood essentially because they don't get paid enough for the work that they do. When they're the ones that they're the basis of these shows. Like they're able to flesh out a lot of the shows that makes it great, right? And they don't get paid. So there was a strike, and then one other thing. Yeah, they don't give even royalties. No, they don't. So they don't get paid anything for it. Literally, they're a creative IP essentially. Right?
Yeah.
So it sucks, but some shows got affected to it. Like I think there's a very big thing where like it's kind of crazy that they were able even to release 10 episodes.
Yeah, because the first two seasons, the first one was 18, second was 22. And the way that we found out that it was the final season was that we watched the 10th episode of the season 3 when it came out. And I was like, this kind of looks like it's like wrapping shit up type of a deal. And I looked it up and I was like, ghosts. And I was like, the season finale, episode 10. And I was like, huh?
What? That's the episode? No, yeah.
But it fucking ended on a banger. What did you think about that? What did you think about the last episode?
So I love the setup of it, starting from season 3 was insane to me. I feel like I like season 3 more than season 2, but maybe it's because it's short and I remember more of it, or like I don't know. It just felt like a lot more things were happening in season 3, like that affected the status quo. Like like the first thing that was crazy in season 3 was Carol's death. I'm like,
that was
holy
fucking
shit!
Insane.
You fucking killed this character. This like
that was wild.
And
it's honestly poor Pete.
No, poor P. It's just insane how that happened because like, and I'm thinking to myself in more real world like context of like, God, this family, man, this fucking fashion's cursed. Both her parents died in the same location. Think about that, like of Pete's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Like, I would never want to set foot in this house ever again. Like, as if I was Pete's daughter. But anyway, yeah, she dies. She becomes a ghost, and it started a whole thing with Pete, which I like Pete, right? And I'm happy that he got his like essentially. Dude, I stayed.
It's like a little bit of his redemption arc because he's kind of standing up for himself as a ghost more than he did as a human.
Yeah, he finally had his like I say it. He was able to like let go of everything that was not everything, but like he's slowly letting go of a lot of things. I'm be surprised if it doesn't get sucked off, because I feel like he's in a really good place now. Yes, because he told off Carol, who cheated on him with his best friend. Yeah, he was able to finally tell her off, like, I stayed loyal to you for all this time I was dead because I thought you were loyal to me, but then I found out that you didn't. So. It's color me the loser, but I did that. But like, no, Pete, you're the actual good person here. She was pathetic, but yeah, then Flower was stuck in the well, which is funny because do you know why she was stuck in the well? Like
real reason? A fucking butterfly.
Oh no!
Oh, like the real reason that she wasn't a part of the season?
Yeah,
wasn't she tied up with another shit?
She was. No, I think she was giving birth. I think she was on maternity leave, and so she had her out. But yeah, she was in a well, dude.
So segue. I guess let me tell you how I found out about all this. So we watched season 2, and then while I was watching it, I was trying to look up the actress because I was like, "Who is she?" Blah blah blah. And then I saw that she fucking supposedly got sucked off on season 3, and this was while season 3 was like just starting to come out. So I think season 3, episode 2 came out where you heard her voice towards the end while she was in the well. So I heard that and I knew that it was the Halloween special. So I was like, oh, like the seance, like she's going to hear her. But no, she was just fucking stuck in the hole the whole time. That's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think it was it makes sense for the character, like, I think they did what they could with everything going on, right? With 2 pregnancies on the cast and just... It is, they had to do what it is. The episode that they got her out, right? That was an insane episode where, like, the whole thing with Hetty, like, oof, man, that's
dark.
What
I was saying. That was deep. Like it ended, and I was like, damn, that was very heavy. Like it had a very heavy ending, and then it had the suicide awareness thing, and I was like, respect, honestly, respect. But it was a heavy episode.
To me, I feel like this season was straight fire for it being, I don't know, strikers. I think they got deeper. They got like not afraid to changing the status quo like of the sitcom, and it's like, and then the ending was just, what you call it? Who's the guy? Isaac breaking it off with this dude, which I don't know, like I guess makes sense, but it's like who else are you gonna be with, really? Like, so I don't know how that happens. But then we find out there's like a Puritan ghost.
Yeah, what do you think about Patience?
Patience, I knew it was.
What a fucking perfect name, considering her story. Yeah, because how did season 3 end? With her Patience fucking paying off, I guess.
Yeah, I know it is because like, dude, she's saying so it's a ghost that was stuck in the ground because Saz, Thorfinn, and Isaac were stuck in a hole and they went through the ground to get to the basement, and they're holding hands to make sure that none of them get lost. But then Isaac fucking sneezed and let go of Patience's hands.
Ay.
Dude, the thing is,
ghost physics makes no sense.
Huh?
Ghost physics makes no sense because the whole context of it is that ghosts can walk through walls, but they can sit in chairs and they don't go through the floor, so they don't really understand it. But if you go into a well, you can't climb out because you go through walls. But if you go through walls, you're inside of the ground. So that's what happens. They're trying to figure it out, and eventually, when they go through the well, they find themselves in the basement. So they were just trying to like grab each other and try to find their way. But motherfucking Isaac had
dude. And then he goes back to the basement to, I think, because like the basement ghost tell him to like, come there, and he gets fucking dragged to the ground by Patience. And Patience is gonna be the big bad next season, I guess.
I'm excited. I'm excited for next season. Supposedly it's early 2025, late 2024.
I think, I heard that they're maybe releasing fall 2024. But yeah, like I'm excited for it. Dude, what? Yeah, let's talk about Jay though too. Like, dude, Jay doesn't get enough. I don't know.
I don't think he does either. He does so much for the ghost. He does so much for Sam. He moved away. The D&D special episode, that shit hurt my heart, bro. Like,
it was.
I understand like compromise. You know, when you're a couple, you have to compromise. But like, I feel like there was all compromise on his part and no compromise on Sam's part.
Yeah. Imagine like, okay, so imagine that you move to a place where Sour is the only one with friends, and you have no friends, and you can talk to those friends. Like, yeah, man. And then all he's trying to do is join in and like, I don't know.
Yeah, man. And he's like, he tries to like talk to the ghosts and like connect, but he can't see the motherfuckers, so he just makes a fool out of himself sometimes, you know?
And then also the ghosts don't care to like as well, to talk to him,
Yeah.
It's like the only one that cares about is Pete, right? Pete is amazing. Pete, it's our boy. But everyone else, Saz, he has a power. And he can go people's dream. Instead of fucking using it.
That's wild. I felt so bad. That hurt my heart.
That hurt.
Oh, because then he realizes and he's like, you could have been like talking to me. Like, I could have been involved. And he
could have been involved.
That was a good dude. Honestly, I think this show is very fucking well made.
I think so, yeah.
What do you think about the ghosts? Who's your favorite ghost?
Pete.
Pete?
I think Pete is my favorite ghost. I don't know. I relate to him, but as well as at the same time, it's like, I don't know. He's like he's developing. He's getting more that or I don't like Saz that much. Like, I think he's good, but I think they write him to be like very selfish in some ways. Like,
Pete?
Dude, I just hate. I'll go for it.
I don't know. I feel like he is very much so not. I feel like they wrote him to be the simp, but he's breaking out of that.
With Saz or Pete?
Oh, you're talking about Saz? No, I was talking about Pete.
No, Pete's breaking out of the simp phase, and that's when Alberto's actually liking him, right?
Yeah.
But
he's breaking out of his like nice guy shit, and he's fucking fisticuffed Thor, and Thor respected him. I was like,
that fucking funny.
And I don't know.
That was funny.
Saz is good, but Saz is a little bit of a simp, and it's kind of funny how they roast him for because it was like, I've had a girlfriend, and they're like, and she left you, like they cook his ass, bro.
Yeah, they do, and that's the thing. Like Saz is good. It's just he has moments where they write him selfish, or like, He crosses a lot of problems sometimes because the whole the tree thing that was insane. Like he literally
that
made
was his high tree.
Yeah, he was his high tree. It's like, maybe like highs were more important back then. It's like, dude, that's chill. No, he made Sam look like a Karen, and that's just like, oh no. But no, and Thor is fun. I think Thor he's fun. Just I'm trying to think. I don't know. Hedy is the thing. All of them have interesting arcs, though. To me, like Hady's slowly learning how to be more be a powerful woman and learning about her sexuality and stuff like that, and learning that stuff. Thor is becoming more into his feelings, be able to be more understanding of others, have more empathy, right? Mm-hmm. And then Isaac learning about his wants and what something that is super was repressed. It's in a similar way of Hetty, right? And then what do you call it? And then Trevor, I guess he was always a good guy, but he's just a little crazy. I don't know. I think the ones I don't really care about is Flower that much. I don't know.
Really? I want to
Flower.
No, I was gonna say I want to go through her just to see what the fuck they're going through because they make it seem like it's so crazy. I want her to walk through me. Yeah, because they're wilding out. They're fucking. Usually they're like very promiscuous, and they're also just like wilding out in general. So I feel like that would be very interesting to experience. But she's cool. I feel like I don't know, I feel like there's some level of like her pretending to be dumb and she's not. Because there's sometimes where she's talking and she's like, she says stuff and it doesn't fit her character type of like, oh, like I'm so forgetful. I'm so like, ooh, da di da. And then she'll just say stuff like makes it seem like she just knows what's going on all the time.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's probably tough to sound smart or like to really be yourself when you're constantly high, right? Because that's what she was. Like, that's her thing where she died while being high. And so it's like, it's tough to really remember everything and stuff like that. So that's the tough part. I don't know. To me, it feels like Flowers are very like, I mean, I think the biggest thing with her was just her commitment issues that came up with Thor. I think that was like the biggest thing. But I don't know. Did you notice that Sam was pregnant though?
No way.
Yeah, the actress was pregnant during season 3.
I didn't know that.
She was wild. She was always in bagger clothes and was always in the desk or in the bedroom or being covered by something.
That makes sense. I can see that.
I think that's just one last thing with shows is the ways that they try to hide when the actresses are pregnant and try to film with them. Just like now I know how they do it. I can never not tell, you know?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's a good show though.
I think my favorite ghost is Thorfinn.
Why?
Because he's so big and brolic, but he's he's getting more and more like emotional and like nice and I like it.
It's a good one. He like has a good emotional arc essentially. Yeah. The fucking owl thing.
Let me segue this.
Okay.
Alberta. You like Alberta?
I think Alberta is good. It just I don't know, like
what? You liked her more in Young Sheldon?
What? No way.
Yeah, she's in Young Sheldon. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
She's the teacher from high school.
No, the math teacher.
The math teacher, yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. With that though, that's actually kind of crazy. How far have you gotten with Young Sheldon?
We've gotten a little far. We are currently on season 7.
Okay,
we're like 4 episodes in. We're in the last season.
Damn. Okay. So next week, hopefully,
we might be done.
The finale, or like it's kind of crazy.
It's yeah. So I kind of wanted to segue into this. Oh, that fucking hurt. So yeah, so Young Sheldon. I wanted to segue into Young Sheldon. I want to know your thoughts on Mr. Georgie, because I remember when I first started watching it, you said that you didn't like him, and now that I'm in season 7, I feel like I've seen almost all of Georgie. You know, maybe there's some stuff that happens in the last 10 episodes or so, but why do you not like Georgie?
Cheers.
Yeah.
No, but no, you're so right, because there's actually something that is actually super important. Cause like Georgie was such a dumb teenager, like very
showing us how he currently what he ended up in.
Dude, yeah, his actions as a teenager ended up where he is at now. But like, despite it's insane his progression. Where like he was a very glow up. He glow up because like legitimately he becomes such a good father already. A good husband, always tries to do right by Mandy and Cece, and he just I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Like he grew up so fucking much. As soon as he's like I don't know, got someone pregnant, you know,
Yeah.
It's just like he did not care about anything except for, and he's slowly becoming like, okay, I got a job, I'm earning money, I can buy anything. Essentially, that's how he was right before Mandy, right? Because like, he was like literally like, there's that moment with his father where like, no, like we're like, oh, we're having this for dinner. I'm gonna go out. You want some money? Here you go. I'm like, bro, I got mad at that. But he's like such a good husband, or like a good, I don't know, boyfriend. Because like he takes care of Cece. Like I agree. It's such a. I think he has the biggest change in character I've ever seen from someone I hated to someone I respect because of how he is as a father. What are you?
Yeah, I was curious. I was curious if that was before his like glow up. Because like before he no what's his name? Georgie. Yeah, Georgie. I thought like because at the beginning he wasn't as important, and at the end he's still not, but he just has a fucking crazy like
story
glow up moment, and that ties into like I don't know, like I just feel like his scenario that he gets into affects the whole family too. Because like the stuff that happens like, with his mom, with his little sister, like it affects all of them.
It does, yeah. And like it was a big impact, and it sucks. And he deals with it. It sucks that how it affects with the mom, right? But I can't blame him really. You know, I don't know. Not that you have to get married to to still have a child, and like I don't know. The church people pissed me off during that time.
How dare they turn their back on their goats?
There go, dude. She's literally the secretary. She literally helps so much with the church, and they're like that. And again, it's I think another point of culture meeting. I don't know, being bullshit in terms of that. Like it's like, but I would fucking love Sheldon saying, defending his mom, and it's like, you guys, like calling him out essentially, like you guys will preach openness and support and loyalty, and like, and this is how you guys will deal with this. And what else you want to talk about with Sheldon?
I don't know. I just feel I really wanted to hear your context because I was very curious because at first I was like, Joji's a little bit annoying, and then he started getting really disrespectful. But then he had the kid, and the kid just changed him completely. Yeah, so I was curious if it was like the disrespectful part of it that you didn't like, or if like you still didn't like him after he had a kid, because like his that whole thing caused a lot of negative things. So I was just curious on that. But yeah, we're on season 7. It's almost done, and I'm sad that it's almost done because it grew on us. I think towards the end, like it's been getting good. It's been good.
Yeah, I think it's actually kind of crazy, like because like the tier list for characters was like I move Sheldon from the top ish to the bottom.
Yeah,
by the end of the series, I hated him at the end of the series.
Amen.
Like I do not like him at all. Like not at all, but like he has this good moment, but like I think he becomes way more arrogant in the later seasons rather than when he was just a kid. He has some innocence, and I understand that they're trying to essentially move him towards how he starts in Big Bang Theory, right?
Yeah, they're trying to develop him to like that, and I feel like it's interesting that it like this is like backwards technically, but like you learn a lot about like shit that happens in Big Bang. It's interesting.
Are they back from German?
Germany. Yeah, they're back.
Never mind. You know what? Never mind. We'll talk about it next week.
Next week? That show was good. Big Bang is good. I recommend you to watch it. I think that all in all, Young Sheldon it grew on me a lot. And it's wild that the homie from fucking Hannah Montana's in this bitch.
Oh, Emily Osment, yeah.
Yeah,
I fucking dude, she is so hot, bro. She's so like like when they introduce her, dude, they put her on. I don't know. Anyway, dude,
It's the Hannah Montana dream.
do you know she was in? Have you watched? Did you watch her sitcom before this?
No.
She had a sitcom called Young and Hungry that's on Netflix, and it was a good one. I feel like it was a good one, but it got canceled like after 3 seasons.
Damn.
But she's really good sitcom actress. Like I think she's really good at that. Yeah.
All in all, though, Young Sheldon's a GOAT. Ghost the GOAT. If y'all trying to watch some sitcoms to just get involved in the world, fantasy and stuff, it's good. They're both good shows.
My parents are asking like, what other shows they can they watch? Because it's actually funny because
they gotta watch Big Bang.
The thing is, they don't want to pay for Max.
Oh man,
it's kind of crazy that Young Sheldon's on Paramount.
Big Bang is kind of hard to watch. I think we had to get Big Bang or Max to get Big Bang, so I get that.
Yeah, it's tough. But for now, we can probably go into rating some of the weird.
I saved some of my oyster stout to remember.
Nice.
So let me. I had a sip, and it's a little bit warmer. And I don't know how I feel about that, but let me talk a little bit about my beer. So this is the Case of Earth to beer, Earth to beer.
Yeah.
Oyster stout. So this is 6%, 29 IBU, so not too bitter, not too high percentage, but it's a limited batch beer brewed for the Earth to Beer collaboration project in partnership with the Puget Sound Restoration Fund. And it includes freshly shucked Pacific oyster shells steeped in whirlpool. So the mouthful is balanced roast of espresso, light, malt sweetness complemented by a noticeable briny flavor across the mid palate and light bitterness. Let me try that again. I don't taste none of that shit.
No?
Maybe I taste the brininess a little bit, but like I like olive, so how much can I hate brine, right?
Yeah.
The fermentables apparently are millet and rice. Hops are 2 different types of hops. And it's a pretty solid beer. But this beer seems like a very I don't know, sustainable or like really like focused on like positivity type thing. Cause when I tried to look up, cause usually, you know, the beer breweries and shit, they have like their backstory. They just have a mission, vision, and core values. So that's all I could find.
What are the core values?
Their core values is honesty and integrity in all that we do, uncompromising quality, empathy and fairness to all, and have fun.
So everything that every other company does.
Pretty much. But like usually I feel like they have like, oh, like we started 10 years ago. Like, you know, like it's like a motivational story. They're just fucking selling their diversity and inclusion essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this oyster stout from Ghost Fish Brewing Company, it's a Seattle company.
I wonder like how they
I don't know
the oyster thing. Yeah,
it's probably like in the water. They probably just steep that in the water and then they do that.
Or do you don't think they crush it or something like that? Maybe.
No, I don't think they. I think it's just like a steep. I don't think like the oysters are a part of the beer. I think it's just like they give some flavor in it.
Okay.
But yeah, how would you? I don't know, man. How would you rate it? It doesn't taste like a stout. It doesn't have the same heaviness that I like in a stout. It just tastes like kind of like nothing. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? So, nothing? Really?
Like it doesn't taste like nothing, but it just tastes like
nothing.
It does taste like nothing. It tastes like a nothing beer. Like there's no taste that I can like. I don't know. That's weird. Crazy. It's kind of weird. Like genuinely, I don't feel like I could taste any like malt, barley, hop, like anything. It just tastes like a slight taste of brininess. And I don't mind brininess because, you know, I fucking love olives, but it's not a good brininess. Yeah. So I think for that, I think I'm gonna have to give it like I'm gonna have to give it a 5.
A 5.
A 5. oysters out of 10.
What about 2? You don't give it a 2?
Nah.
You don't think a 2? Like because I feel like you don't really like it.
Nah, maybe a 5 is too much. Let me get another sip. Let me see. I'll give it a 3. It's not quite a 2 because Bud Light was a 2. But yeah, I don't really like it.
Okay.
It's fine. I can't see myself ordering it again.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. That means anything. But what about you, Mr. Maple Bacon?
So this bacon one, it is a freaking. It's interesting. It is on Beer Advocate, the number 2 American porter on Beer Advocate at a rating of 4.46.
Damn.
And it smells straight. It smelled when the smell test. Maple.
Pass the smell test?
Yeah, dude. The smell test is just so good. Yeah, like syrups.
Oh, I fucking love syrups.
Yeah, it's like straight up a sweet porter. It smells like a syrup, so you get tones of, syrupy sweetness. It's from Funky Buddha, who started in Boca Raton and was a. Oh wait, before I say anything, 3 what?
I said oysters.
Do you? Fuck.
Yeah, I said 5 oysters out of 10, but then I redid my rating to a 3.
I completely missed that.
This dude. Okay.
This
Maple Bacon Porter.
Fucking.
What do you think? I saw 99. That's just a 99 on Beer Advocate. That's world class.
I know it. They actually won a gold medal at a World Beer Cup with this beer thing.
Damn, dude. I'm gonna have to fucking find this shit.
I know. I can't believe you didn't find it in my
it says it's not available in fucking Washington. God damn it.
Like, they say that there's supposed to be some smokiness at the palate. I don't necessarily taste that thing.
Smoky.
Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Smokiness.
Maybe like the maple one was a smoky maple? I don't know. What do you think?
Because it's supposed to be like the bacon you feel at the aftertaste. But like, I don't know. Maybe I don't eat bacon enough. Or like this bacon doesn't taste like this, maybe you would have a better time tasting it. I just feel like it's just sweet maple syrup beer. That's what I'm tasting, and that shit is good. I'm like, that shit is good. So I think it's Fucking Buddha was started by this guy in 2010. He started like a brew pub. Where they were tired of standard beer offerings, so we, started doing their own brewing, and then in 2016 they won a freaking beer competition with like their beers.
That's crazy.
And this one was the original, but yeah, it was maple bacon coffee porter. This shit is really good. I don't know. It's a sweet one. Like, it's not bitter at all. So I don't know if you like it or not. But
it's not sweet?
It's sweet. It's just not bitter.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it depends. So I think there's a certain level of sweetness that I like in a beer. I just don't like when it just tastes like sugar, like sweet, like too sweet.
Then you might not like this then, because it really is sweet. But because of that, cause I like the sweetness. Like, I think for it to be like this, but I might be tired of it after the 2, doing it. Like, I feel like for me, what I look for is be able to drink this multiple times and get in a really good state of, tipsy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I can see this being a 1-off, not a 3-off or a 6-pack.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to be completely honest. So because I'm going to dock some points, despite it being really good, I'm going to still give it a 7.5. I think.
That's a solid rating. 7.5?
No, it really is. Yeah, I think it can easily be a 9 or for 9 something for everybody else. It just, for me, I get tired of the sweetness real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 7.5 Waffle Houses out of 10.
Nice. Do you know I still haven't been to a Waffle House?
How?
I know, freaking Florida man hasn't been to freaking Waffle House. I don't know.
Florida man haven't been to a Waffle House. I
It's
mean,
fucking
is that
crazy.
Florida thing or is there no one in Seattle?
I don't think there's any of those here. Let me see. Waffle House.
It's kind of crazy, bro.
It's a American restaurant chain, Midwest and in the South. Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
I don't think there's any in Washington.
No, hey, it is how it is. But is that all right? We're nearing the end of our episode. Anything you want to say to our viewers? Stout.
I want to say that if you guys like stouts, dragon milks, you just need one of them and you'll be having a good time.
Yeah,
It's quite tasty.
Two.
Oyster
Like
stouts, I would recommend to stay away from. I've heard that they're not the best. This one wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good either.
And maybe that saltiness really neutralizes this. Yeah, I don't know, the rose and sweetness of the stout. Maybe
it was fucking weird. It was not sweet at all. It was just it just tasted like light. I don't know, because the beer was dark. I didn't pour it into a cup. I had it a 16-ounce bottle, but when I was drinking from it, the bit that would stay at the top was dark. But I don't know. Just wasn't it. So yeah, Dragon's Milk, always been good. I want to try that fucking Funky Buddha maple bacon. Maybe when we pull up, I'll have to try it, but
we'll see.
Thanks for watching.
Let us know
in the comments what you guys think about Young Sheldon and Ghosts if you guys have watched it. Let us know if there's any other shows you recommend, as my guy Lager said, they're trying to find new shows to watch. Put the recommendations in the comments.
Yeah, my parents are really wanted to watch some new shit because we're at 2 episodes in the episode in Stout in the Ghost, but like and subscribe, bro. Just let us get to 50 subscribers.
Sir.
Let's go. All right.
Thanks Stout for watching, homies. Signing out.
Stout and Lager signing off.
Yeah.
Dessert.